Hello my darlings, I hope you're all doing very, very well. I hope you are sitting comfortably, you are cozy and you have your snacks and your beverages. Make sure you have yourself a little sweet treat at least. Who doesn't like a sweet treat? Anyway, in today's video, I will be watching an episode of Tattoo Rescue. I have never, ever heard of this show before until I got a few comments about it on my reaction video to what was it called, Tattoo Fixers, and then I did a reaction video to Miami Ink, and then I got another few comments about this TV show called Tattoo Rescue. But yeah, I've never watched it, I had never ever heard of it before, and I'm actually gutted that I'd never heard of it before because it seems like my type of show. From a quick Google research, it's about a tattoo artist and a tattoo business owner by the name of Joey, or he goes by the name of Joey Tattoo, who is from New Jersey. I freaking love the New Jersey accent. Like, one of my favorite Real Housewives franchises is New Jersey, just because their accent is great. Joey has a team of experts who travel around America and try and fix failing tattoo businesses. And they try and turn them into super profitable tattoo studios. You know, they're in the, they call it, they're in the black or they're in the red. I don't know business terms, but basically they're not making any money, they're failing, okay? And Joey comes along and, you know, fixes them, tells them off because they're doing things badly, and then it's all like a happy ending story because they end up being successful. It's basically like Gordan Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares, which is one of my favorite shows. I love trash reality TV, and this is why I'm so gutted that I've never watched this before. So if you also love a bit of trash TV, then hang out with me for a while we watch this Gordan Ramsay-esque tattoo show. This was aired in 2013, I believe, and there's only one season. Like, I feel like if it's so good, I want more. We bring back Joey.
My next project, a failing tattoo shop in Whittier, California. A very cool small suburb of Los Angeles. It's racially mixed and middle class. There's 3 tattoo shops here, but Just Deadly is the only one in a perfect spot for walk-in traffic. They should be killing it, and they're not.
It doesn't look like a tattoo studio though. If we take a look at like a screen cap of it, that does not look like a tattoo studio at all. Like, I would just walk past that. It kind of looks like an alternative kind of store, like, I don't know, Hot Topic or something, maybe, I don't know, but it does not look like a tattoo studio. So like, that's one reason as to why they're probably failing.
So why is it failing? Well, that's what the owner is asking me.
Let's go, Joey.
Nobody in Just Deadly knows me, but I know them. My advanced team has had hidden cameras mounted inside the shop. For several days, we planted our own customers, watched what went down, and it hasn't been pretty.
I sat there 45 minutes, and they told me no one was available.
A shop like this should be doing 16 tattoos a day. This shop is only doing 8. Even worse, 65% of walk-in customers left without even being helped.
Oh, that's so bad. That is not good at all. Like, customer service, when you rely on walk-ins quite a lot, is like #1 priority. You have to be so attentive. Otherwise, people would just be like, well, screw this, I'm gonna go to another place. Like, you would, wouldn't you? Like, you haven't got all day to wait around. I mean, some people have all day to wait around, but I would get bored, okay? Like, I love being in tattoo studios so much, but there's only so much you can do in a tattoo studio. Like, your phone battery's gonna die or whatever. I mean, this is 2013, so like, you know, yeah, I don't know, I'd just be bored.
The owner could be the shop's biggest problem. Patty Flores is not respected by her artists.
The shop has kind of got a reputation for having a revolving door for artists.
Where were you at?
It's none of your business. I don't trust my artists at all. They talk so much crap behind my back. I'm the owner. Don't question me, okay? So just shut the up.
She has this look when she's pissed. It's like ray beams going through your soul and taking all your dreams away.
95% of shop owners in this industry are artists themselves. She is not.
I was in the garment industry as a fashion designer, and it drove me nuts. I just couldn't handle it anymore.
And yet, 3 years ago, she forked over her life savings, took out a big loan, and bought this tattoo shop.
No, that's always a disaster. You, like, the thing is with me, right, I would love to open my own tattoo studio. I think that would just be so awesome because I have like this idea of obviously making it super inclusive, super cool, and just like awesome, right? But I even though I love tattooing, and I know quite a bit about the whole tattooing industry, because obviously with the content I make, I do a lot of research, but I have never been a tattoo artist. It would be an absolute disaster if I was to open my own tattoo studio, because at the end of the day, I don't know everything there is to know about tattooing because I've never done an apprenticeship. It would just be a disaster. So if I was to open my own studio, I would have to have a business partner that is a tattoo artist. I don't know. Maybe this is something I do many, many years down the line or something. I don't know. But to just open a tattoo studio and like not have any knowledge at all of tattooing, it never works out well. There has been many studios that have opened because, you know, someone just likes tattoos, has opened a studio and been like, I'll just hire some tattoo artists. It will be completely fine. It will be successful, and it just fails. So yeah, no wonder it's not going so well.
A guy named Art seems to have the most talent, but he and the rest of the crew are horribly underperforming. They're lazy and they're not getting enough repeat business. I need to find out why. There's also Samantha, the shop's piercer, who happens to be Patty's daughter.
Morning, we need
Their
our
constant
co-partner,
petty
we need
fighting
like,
kills the
let off
professionalism
steam
of the shop.
sometimes.
I mean, like with, again, tattoo studios, they are like an adult business. So you can have like harsh language or swearing or whatever you want to call it. And sure, if a tattoo artist gets in an argument with another tattoo artist, you don't really bat an eyelid because of the environment that it's in, but it's just super unprofessional. And yeah, I think if I went to a tattoo studio a couple of times and there's always arguing, I don't think I'd ever go back, because I just like, this is such a negative environment, you know? Like if you're having an issue, go out the back and hash it out in the back. Your customers or clients do not need to hear this. It's so bad. And it's just, yeah, a horrible environment to be in as a client and for the other workers as well. You know, I wouldn't want to be around that all the freaking time as someone that is not confrontational at all. I just like, please, oh, I can't handle it. But so far with this show, I am loving it. This is my kind of show.
Patty is on the edge of bankruptcy and about to lose everything.
I'm $15,000 behind in my rent, and I owe the loan to open up this business. I'm going to lose this business if I can't pick it up within 3 months.
Oh my gosh. $15,000 behind in rent. I can imagine the rent is probably pretty expensive. I mean, again, this is like 10 years ago, but I would imagine it's in a prime location, so the rent is going to be really, really high. So 15,000, that's probably what, 4-5 months behind, maybe even less than that. I don't know. But like, I would start panicking after like 2 months behind, you know? I'd just be like, oh my God, we've got to do something here. Like, ugh.
When I first pulled up to the shop, I didn't even know if it was a tattoo
That's what
shop.
I said.
Jesus Christ. There's a broken window. The awning looks like
Yeah, it just does not look like a tattoo studio at all. I mean, there's a lot of tattoo studios that are kind of under the radar, but they're normally the ones where it's a private studio or you have to pre-book to be tattooed by the artists. But most like tattoo studios that rely on walk-ins, they are very obviously a tattoo studio, because then people will walk past and be like, oh, you know, spur of the moment tattoo, let's go. Or they just, you know, walk on by and get the tattoo that they have wanted for a while. So this tattoo studio is basically setting themselves up for failure straight away, you know? Like, you got to advertise that you're a studio, otherwise people ain't gonna know and people ain't gonna walk in. And
I walk in the place, it's even worse.
How you doing, bro?
I couldn't tell I was in a tattoo shop.
You should play a game of
what
pool
is
here.
that? It looks
I
like
don't know if I'm at a clothing store, if I'm at a pool hall.
Yeah, it literally looks like a snooker or pool, whatever you would like to call it. I think they're different, actually. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know sport. But that does not look like a studio at all. Again, I would walk in there and be like, oh, okay, they just have like clothes and it's just like a hangout area for whatever reason, I don't know.
The first thing I see are these glaring puke green walls staring me in the face. I look to my right, there's their work area, but it is totally overcrowded.
That's tiny. Are you kidding me with this? They have all that space at the front, but they've all crammed the artists into this little area. That makes zero sense to me at all. Like, what? Why would you do that? You have all of that prime real estate at the front to have as like a reception, and then you could have a couple of booths, and then you have a couple more like artist booths at the back kind of thing. Why would you do that? This is why non-tattoo artists should not open studios, because it just it makes no sense.
I'm Patty.
How you doing?
Joey Tattoo.
Hey,
Nice
welcome.
to finally meet you.
And you want to start with the tattoo shop?
Wherever you want to start.
Let's go in here. We have 4 stations, 5 artists.
That's Ram.
Let's see what else you got.
Okay, let's go. Sorry, let me go on to this other room here. This is our back room. At one time I had it set up for the artists, but everybody just, they're a bunch of pigs. They just threw everything in here.
Definitely could do something with that space, but it's full of garbage. There's everywhere.
Then we have computers back here for some of the customers.
You bring the customers back here
you know, so they could look through art and
for like a
stuff.
console.
No. Oh, there is so much like real estate there for more tattoo stations or to have it as a professional art studio. Like, could you imagine as a client walking into that room and your artist is like drawing up stuff and you're trying to have a consultation in there? Like, the vibes are off. It's not good. It just, oh, that would throw me off. I could not deal with that. I was just like, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'm going to go somewhere else because, like, if that's all messy and gross, then the standards for where they tattoo good enough, you know? Like, oh.
Only 1/3 of Just Deadly Space is actually servicing their customers.
It's so bad. That is literally terrible. 1/3 of that huge retail space is used to tattoo. Oh man, like I want to do what Joey does. I want to go in there and just like help them out and be like, right, we need to decorate this whole thing. We need to tidy up. We need to declutter. We need to move things around. This is not good.
Taking the shop over right now. This shop is mine for the rest of the week. If you guys are with me, you're with me. If you're not, there's a door right there. Anybody have a problem?
I was thinking if I stand up right now, how fast can I get to him before he realizes I'm about to him?
You have no idea. This shop is a mess.
Oh, I love this like fake fighting talk. This whole like, right, I'm here now. I'm the owner. I'm the boss. If you don't like it, you can all bugger off. And then you get all of the like the rebel tattoo artists like, oh my God, how dare you come in here and help this business that I am working at? There's nothing wrong with it. Like, how can you not see that there's something wrong with this studio? Like, oh my God.
Couple little surprises for you. Friday and Saturday of this week, I sent my team in here to surveil your shop.
Oh no.
Think we saw anything on it? What do you think I saw in that surveillance? That would make me appalled.
Well, you obviously did. If you're saying something, you better watch the way you talk.
Yeah.
All right?
Stop it! Come on with this. You better watch the way you talk. Oh my God. Oh my God. See, stuff like that is so obviously scripted because who actually would do that? Like, seriously? You know, like this person's come here to help you and you're going to be all like rowdy and just, no. It's so fake and I love it. I love it so much.
You're gonna come in with attitude. You're gonna come in here and you're gonna talk some trash. You're gonna get attitude right back. Like I said about your tone.
I'm waiting,
You know what I'm
brother.
saying?
Do not step to me. I'm gonna tell you that right now, bro.
As soon as Art took his glasses off, it's about to go down. It's about to go down right now.
Hey, you don't know who the you're talking to.
No, I do know who
You understand what I'm saying?
Don't step to me. I'm here to help you.
Yeah, and I said I'll work
I'm
with
here.
you. Shut up.
Stop it!
If he would have stepped up a couple more inches, or if it was a couple years ago when I wasn't the professional person I am right now, Art would have had himself a problem.
Stop it, Art. Sit down. All right, enough.
You don't even
Art,
know.
enough. He's here to help us.
Here to
Okay,
help
calm
you.
down. You're being too sensitive. That's the first time I ever seen him be so defensive. It's almost like he was hiding something, you know, that he got like so upset and so pissed.
What is he hiding? Oh, are we about to see some of the most disgusting things of all time that should never happen in a tattoo studio? Oh, holy hell. Oh my God. Oh, I am so ready.
You see that girl right there? That girl right there?
Is Gino's customer.
That's my spy.
How many times have you tattooed her?
Quite a few. I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that at all. You have my word. That girl sat there without being helped at all. It can't happen.
Oh, that's just not good. Like, even if it is a regular customer, I'm sure some of you have gone to the same tattoo studio many, many, many times, and people get to know you, but you should still get that warm welcome of, hey, how are you doing? Who you booked in with? Can I get you anything? Just go and take a seat over there. Your tattoo artist will be with you in a moment. Or if it's a walk-in situation, it should still be the same warm welcoming greeting. And if there's like a delay or all the tattoo artists are busy, the person that is front of house should still greet you and come up to you and say, hey, like all of our artists are busy right now. You're probably going to be waiting about half an hour to an hour. If you want to go and get a drink somewhere, just come back and we'll make sure that you'll be the next client and all of that. Like, it costs nothing. It takes like 2 minutes to do that. To ignore people is so bad and so unprofessional. And if you've ever been in that situation, then just leave, because There's probably horrible things going on within that studio, honestly.
Eating in your prep area. Mr. Art, my buddy. Here you are, Art, eating a piece of pizza. And look at you, it gets better. You're eating your pizza, and here's your customer, and you're still eating it.
You know, he's right. I was embarrassed personally and myself because, you know, I know better than to eat in the tattoo room.
That's a $1,000 fine. This is supposed to be a completely sterile area.
God.
If you don't keep it sterile, you're putting people at risk.
I did not know that. I'm going to be so real with you, and that's, again, a reason why I should never open my own tattoo studio without the help of at least a tattoo artist or something. I don't know. I didn't know that because I'm always like, oh, because like tattoo artists always encourage you to have like snacks with you, and I always say bring snacks with you and have a drink with you because I've never had a problem or a tattoo artist say you can't. But then again, as a client, you're just like sitting there eating. You know, if you're getting your leg tattooed or something, you're nowhere near the tattoo like area. I guess it's when you're like setting up, you don't want crumbs everywhere, so that's maybe why a tattoo artist can't eat while, you know, being in the tattoo area. But then actually thinking about it, anytime I've had like a day session, the tattoo artists have actually left to go into another room to eat. They've never sat at their station and ate. I've never seen a tattoo artist eat at their station. Why have I never even thought about this before? Why has this never crossed my mind?
Cleanliness, as you guys know, is the most important thing in a tattoo shop. Above everything else, cleanliness.
Tattoo shops have to be hospital clean because tattoo machines can puncture the skin in excess of 3,000 times a minute. Each one of those holes causes a 64th to a 16th of an inch puncture into the dermis layer of the skin.
Do you guys feel this is clean enough for you?
To keep it clean.
Improper cleanliness can easily put your customers at risk of dangerous bloodborne diseases, such as AIDS, tuberculosis, hepatitis, syphilis, tetanus.
Are you guys all comfortable with it?
My personal area, I can say I'm pretty comfortable with, but as far as everyone else's area and the rest of the shop, I can't speak for.
When was the last time the bottoms of the chairs were cleaned in here?
Never.
Never. You want to see bad? Disgusting.
Ew! No, 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 no. No, no, no. That is... I need to see that again. That is... The amount of dust on there is disgusting. Like, that is the kind of dust you get off of the top of a bookshelf when you haven't dusted up there for a while. Do you know what I mean? And, like, that's fine. You're at home. But, like, in a tattoo studio where it has to be clean, just like Joey was saying, like, you have to have it as clean as possible because you're dealing with open wounds and cross-contamination, bloodborne pathogens, all of that gross stuff, okay? If some of that dust, for whatever reason, got into an open wound, could you just imagine the grossness and the infection? And, like, it can be so dangerous. Like, people can die from tattoo infections because if you get sepsis and your organs start shutting down, game over. Like, it's not good. That is so gross. No.
If something like that gets in a tattoo, somebody's leaving here with a disease. One disease, one case of hepatitis, one staph infection, which is what you'll get from that, you're done. Totally done. Not only is this shop closed, but I guarantee you, if somebody gets tattooed by Rob and they say, I got a staph infection, you're not tattooing anymore, brother.
A tattoo artist's reputation is everything to them. If you get the reputation of giving out infections, you're done for. No one will ever want to be tattooed by you ever again. I certainly wouldn't, and I hope none of you wouldn't either, because it's just not safe. It's not worth the risk, okay? You have to go to people that are clean and they care about you. Like, this kind of behavior is just so lazy, and it just screams, I don't care about my business, or I don't care about my job, I don't care about my clients. It's no.
I asked Gino and Art to show me their portfolios.
That's Art. This is mine.
This beautiful work. First page.
Thank you.
Beautiful tattoo. The shading is beautiful. Color saturation
It's
is
not bad.
beautiful. Line work is beautiful. But why didn't you fill the page? Why isn't that 8x10? Definitely should be an 8x10 photo. It's a beautiful tattoo.
Yeah, it's not bad. Again, this is 10 years ago, so, you know, tattoos looked a bit different back then. You know, back then that is like a work of art, but nowadays, with how good tattoo artists are, that's just like an average realism tattoo, you know? Like, it's not fantastic, but it's not terrible either. It's just, you know, it's good. So basically, it's not the art that's struggling here. It's just the way the business is run, I guess.
doing rock star work. I've been in a lot of shops. You're doing better work than 90% of them.
Thank you.
90% of them. There is no reason, but you guys are making less money than 90% of them. That's the problem.
Like I was saying, it's probably not the art that's holding them back. It's the way the business is run. You know, the greetings, the way the studio looks. Like, the artists are okay, minus the cleanliness issues, which is obviously huge. But, yeah, tattoos are fine.
Gino, let's look at your work. That's a nice piece of work.
Thank you.
One of the hardest things to do, in my opinion, is a Celtic cross. I've seen people that tattoo their ass off and not pull off a Celtic because of the outlining. There's a lot of artists in this profession that can shade like crazy. Outlines are the most important part of a tattoo. You know what I mean? I've come to the conclusion that what we have here is a group of people that are extremely talented, but they're just being lazy and unmotivated.
100%. Another thing with this is like pre-Instagram social media era. Well, Instagram come out in 2012, I believe. And I guess this was probably filmed in 2012. So basically all you had to rely on to get clients is word of mouth, people walking past, and internet. You know, people Googling tattoo studios near me. That's all you had. You didn't have people searching for you on Instagram because, well, Instagram wasn't there.
Your artistic talent is off the charts.
Oh no, what was that Marilyn portrait? I mean, it's not terrible. It's just not the best I've ever seen. But again, this was like over 10 years ago. So I probably would have liked that 10 years ago, to be honest.
I want you guys to tell me what the problem is. I know there's drama here.
Oh.
Go ahead, Ron.
Honestly, when anything is going on at home, it's brought into the shop and it should stay at home. For example, Sam and her mom. We all know when there's a problem going on at the house. It's hard to work when there's tension in the room.
Sam, how do you feel about that?
It sucks, because I'm the little spoiled brat around here.
You know that, though.
I know that. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think the biggest problem is that Patty and Samantha don't really know anything about tattoo shops. Patty just wants to come in here and take off whenever she wants, let the shop run itself.
Yeah, you gotta be around, you gotta stick around, and you're always gone expecting us to make the money and everything.
But I am here. I've been coming in at 12 o'clock. I'm waiting for you guys to come in, and most of you guys are late.
Yeah, but you lock yourself in your office.
No. For the last month, I've been coming in at 12 o'clock and been catching her late, been catching you late. The only one that's on time is Art.
It's a problem with management, and in my eyes, your management.
100%. You know, the thing is, if your staff don't respect you as a manager, it's just going to fail. You're just going to fail. Like, your staff need to respect you. And the thing is, if this manager is just going to lock herself away in a room for the whole of the time that the tattoo studio is open, people will do what they want. There's no respect there. They don't care. They're just there to earn their money and just go home. But you need to have this, like, I don't know, like a bond or, again, respect there to want the business to do well, because if the business does well, then you as a tattoo artist will do well, and then you'll earn more money and all of that, right? I feel like this whole tattoo studio or everyone that works there just needs to have like a group therapy session and hash it all out, and then just be like, right, fresh start, let's go. I'm the manager, you listen to me, you do as you're meant to do, stop taking the piss, and like, if you look after this business, I'll look after this business, and then I'll look after you, you know, like, it just, yeah.
What's become very clear to me is that no one's running this shop. There's no leadership. I want to see you here busting your ass this week. Guarantee you'll see the difference. They need her help in that front end to sell tattoos.
All right. I felt like I was being manipulated. They all ganged up on me. I'm like, just because these kids can't handle their own no, I'm not happy about that.
That's so freaking rude. At the end of the day, you're the manager, so everything falls on you, okay? Like, that's just the way it is. That is one of the downsides of being a manager, I guess. At the end of the day, this is her studio, so if it goes to crap, it goes to crap. The only person that's going to be blamed for that is her, because it's her studio. She's the manager. So if you don't want it to go to crap, then you have to put in the work.
I'm bringing in my team of experts to do some training with the Just Deadly staff. I need them to give these guys a fresh point of view and snap them out of bad habits.
Baby Joe, one of the best piercers I've ever seen.
Okay, Baby Joe. That's such a weird name for a piercer, Baby Joe. Like, what? I really do wonder how good this piercer is. Like, where did this piercer, who's the daughter of the manager, learn to pierce? Like, I have, like, alarm bells going because, like, the mum just thought, oh, well, you know, I can just open a tattoo studio. Did this, like, daughter think, oh, well, I could just be a piercer there and just start stabbing people with no training? Like, oh, my God.
Sam is the piercer at Just Deadly, and I looked at Just Deadly's books. They're doing 8% of their sales in piercings. When they're doing 30%, they'll be making money. If you have any questions for him, don't be afraid to ask.
Okay.
And he'll tell you if anything's not going the way that it should. Okay?
This is my pierce appointment.
Piercing's really profitable because, first of all, it's cheap. The average piece of jewelry costs the shop less than $5, and it only takes a few minutes to do. This means that a $60 piercing has a margin of at least $55.
See, I was aware that piercing equipment is pretty cheap. Well, it depends on the jewelry. You know, if you just go for a standard, like, titanium barbell, it's going to be pretty cheap, you know, but if you go for the more bougie, expensive jewelry, like for me, my, what's it called? Oh my God, I've got the name of the piercing that I have in my ear. What's it called? Daith. Oh my God, how did I forget the name of my own piercing? But I've got a Daith piercing. I went to Sacred Gold in London to get it, and I have a BVLA hoop in there. I still have it from when I got pierced, kind of thing. It was really expensive, but I know that the quality of the jewelry is good. Like, it still looks freaking amazing now. Like, it's not like rusted or gone weird or anything like that, you know? Not that body piercing jewelry does that, but I know that this is gonna last me for years and years and years and years and years and years. So that's why I wanted to spend quite a lot of money, because I thought, well, it's a good quality piece of jewelry. But yeah, it depends on who you get pierced by. But yeah, piercing equipment is kind of cheap, but you are paying again for the piercing, for the equipment, for the knowledge of the piercer. Like, if you go to a good piercer, it's going to be a bit more expensive, but they have good knowledge and you're less likely to have issues down the line, as long as you look after it, obviously.
I need to get a tongue depressor real quick. Okay.
Everything should be in the room, ready to go from the start.
Sorry. Let me put a bib on you first, actually.
Maybe have the bib ready to go. You can even have this set up already. Your cups, your needle. Let them see you. Really, what the problem was preparation. It's taking her way too long to get people in and out.
Okay. Take a deep breath in and let it out.
She's doing the piercings correctly. They're coming out beautiful.
Baby Joe brought up some points that were surprising to me. I shouldn't be running out of the room. I should have everything right there in hand's reach.
Before he takes the bib off, just have him rinse again.
Okay.
There's a few things I went over with her that she can still use improving. If she does those things, there's no question she's gonna at least double her business.
I agree with everything there. I mean, I can't comment on the quality of her piercing just because I don't know much about piercings. Like, I've had quite a few piercings in my life. I've had my tongue pierced like 3 times. I obviously don't have it anymore, but yeah, I've been through a few piercings, but I've never really made content on piercings that much because, yeah, I'm more of a tattoo person. But about the whole setup, I mean, you can definitely tell the difference between a good piercer and a bad piercer. I have had some piercings that were kind of like this situation where the piercer was like all over the place, didn't seem too organized, was kind of a bit like, you know, airy-fairy or whatever. But then again, like when I went to Sacred Gold to get my Daith piercing, it's a very well-respected like piercing place. And I kind of waited for the piercer while she set up, and I went into the room and everything was like set up ready for my type of piercing, and it was such a good experience. And it was so professional, as opposed to the piercing experiences I had when I was like 17, 18 or whatever, where I just went anywhere. Didn't know much, obviously, back then, but yeah.
It's a good time for me and you to maybe talk about some of the marketing. We can go over... I have actually seen tattoo shops bring up their gross revenues by 20 to 25% just by having a strong internet presence. Let's take a look at your website. Nothing.
I don't understand why it's not coming up.
This domain name expired on 5/14. This,
Oh no.
a page not coming up, is a Patty thing. If I saw that come up, I would think that somebody wasn't there anymore.
Again, this is like pre-Instagram era. You relied so heavily on websites and Google to find local tattoo studios. So again, if a website didn't come up for me, then, well, it's closed. It's not open anymore. There's no point. I will find another one, because you will get so much information from a website, you know, pricing, who works there, portfolios and all of that. And I believe some tattoo studios still do this kind of thing, but most rely on Instagram now because it's free. You know, your portfolio is up there for free. You can put out as much information as you want on Instagram as well. But yeah, 10 years ago, you had to have a good website.
I know that I'm married to that tattoo shop. You need to be here.
I am here.
It's busy.
Tell me
Listen,
I'm not here, Joey.
when it's busy-
I'm here. You know what?
This is my-
I don't give a
this
no,
shop is my
get
business.
You, man. Get the out of my shop.
I would not be behaving like this if there was someone here to help me. I know this is obviously for entertainment and most people would never dream acting like that in front of someone that is there to help them. But it's just like, oh my God. You know, like, oh, I hate it. But I love it at the same time. It's so entertaining. And also hearing the truth about how crappy you have been to your business is obviously never going to be easy for anyone, but sometimes you just gotta hear the truth, you know?
Open the door. I gotta talk to you. Listen, come outside. Sometimes I actually have to break people down so that I can lift them back up, so that I can get through to them. You said it to me, I'm in trouble. I have a couple months before I'm out of business. If it looks like you're out of business, you are. Nobody can be held accountable but you. I don't want to see you go out of business. Give me love. Give me love. We'll be all right. We'll make it work. All right? Come on. It's all tough love with you, kid. You're killing me. Killing me.
Again, I know that whole thing was probably just for entertainment, but like, if I was trying to help someone and they were being so rude, I would just leave. Like, I'd be like, right, fine. If you don't want my help, then screw you. Enjoy your debt. Enjoy shutting down your business in a couple of months. Like, no. Don't talk to me like garbage.
This is just Dudley right here. As you can see, there's a lot of competition around you guys.
No.
Anybody that walks in this place, you guys have to give them a reason why they're not going to one of these other places.
That's a
That's
little
a
shop.
lot of
Right.
studios.
Twist to this is, this map is 6 years old.
What?
That is how many shops are around you guys.
Holy moly.
You had no idea, right?
And this, again, was 10 years ago. Can you imagine how many there is now that tattoos are a lot more accepted, a lot more, you know, welcomed in a lot more businesses? Obviously, there's still businesses that don't like tattoos. But you know what I'm saying? Like, could you imagine how many there is now in that area?
I think it's time to maybe out with the old, in with the new.
Yes.
I got a little something that I like to do, and it's gonna make you feel unbelievable. All right, come on over, bro. Instead of taking a shot at me, take a shot at that
Take a
wall.
shot of this wall.
Oh, that must be great.
Knocking that wall down and crumbling it just made me feel so good.
I would love to do that. There is nothing I want to do more than hammer the crap out of a wall. I feel like it would be so therapeutic, especially if you work in a business that isn't treating you right. I would batter the crap out of it.
Nothing on the outside of the building that even says tattoo or piercing.
Yeah, it's a mess. It needs work.
Sammy is my construction guy that I go to. He's actually my cousin. This is all
Amazing.
we've done our whole lives. In 2 days from now, you won't recognize that tattoo shop.
Oh, there is nothing better than like a family business combo destroying things and making things look great again within reality TV. It just makes it so much better.
Welcome to my hell.
What the are we gonna do with this?
Yeah, you can't tell that this is even a tattoo shop.
Where is the tattoo shop?
Tattoo shop's all the way in the back. Nothing tells you that it's back there. I need a big neon sign over there that says tattoos. Everything red, black, and white. I want to take the whole front desk from the back room. Everything for the front has to come here. When somebody comes in here, they're gonna be helped.
That's a good idea. The thing is, you've got so much real estate at the front there. Why can't you have like a, you know, reception desk at the front there and maybe a little hangout area, and then at least have 1 or 2 tattoo stations there at the further at the back kind of thing. So people are fully aware that this is a tattoo studio. You know, they've got so much space there. I don't know why they're just using that huge room as like a welcoming, you know, reception area. It just doesn't make sense to me personally, but yeah.
This is part of the shop?
Yeah, this is supposed to be the drawing room.
This is a storage room.
All this stuff that's in here, we gotta get it out. Everything needs a paint job. I need a couple drawing tables, a light table back here so they could draw. Maybe in the corner over here, make a little frame, put some black fabric on it so they can take pictures.
I like that idea. I mean, again, that room could have more tattoo artists working in there, but I guess then if you have too many stations and you have too many tattoo artists, and you don't want too many tattoo artists in a tattoo studio because it's just too much, you know. But to have a room dedicated to the tattoo artists, you know, drawing and having consultations and then having like a little photo area, that is freaking amazing. I like that idea.
Average tattoo station can generate between $100 and $150 in revenue per hour. The more stations you have, the more you make.
It's so true.
What do you think?
I love this.
Oh, the red looks a lot better. A lot better.
Like
5
makeovers.
coats.
Oh, love it.
What's going on with the floor?
I have to wait for the paint to dry.
You're gonna get this done.
The floor will get done.
This is like the
floor
most
will get done
important
today,
part.
but I wasn't gonna lay the floor without the paint drying. You would have had all that paint on the floor.
I'll be back later.
Yeah, I figured that.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing new.
This is why I love family businesses within reality TV, because they just don't care. They all talk to each other like garbage and it's so entertaining. But I love a makeover show so much. Like I love home makeover shows and just, I don't know, just anything where you see something look awful and then it turns out to be freaking amazing. And the fact that this is like tattoo based, this is like my favorite show now.
I am taking you to my friend Brian's shop, Body Electric. And I want you to walk into that shop the way that I walked into yours. Notice everything. Look at how clean things are. Look at how organized their shop is. He's pretty much printing money. He's got a big tattoo money tree.
Damn. This is actually such a good idea, because obviously this manager is tattooed. So she's been in quite a few tattoo studios, you know, but I don't know, like, has she ever gone into a tattoo studio and noticed things? So I'm actually glad that there is a segment here where, you know, Joey is like, okay, look at a really successful tattoo business, notice everything. That could be so helpful, you know, and I hope she does take that into account.
Howdy.
Joey.
Joey told me you'd be showing up. I'm Brian.
Hi,
Nice to meet you. Welcome to Body Electric.
Thank you.
Let me give you a tour of the shop real quick.
Okay.
You've never been here, right? So piercing is about half of my business.
Wow, this is a beautiful room also.
State-of-the-art sterilization.
That is honestly a stunning room. It's given this like old vintage, kind of like a cigar room kind of vibe. It's so beautiful, like that green and the wood. Oh, beautiful. I would happily get pierced there because that is stunning and it looks clean and fresh, and that's how a piercing room should look in my opinion, you know? Not every piercing room has to look like this, but like it's got a theme to it, but it doesn't look cluttered, but there's some personality there. I'm all about it.
It's not 1992 anymore. There's not 5 studios in Los Angeles anymore. There's 3,000. You've got to be relevant or you're going to just get pushed out.
That is so true. You have to stand out in one way or another, whether it is the way that your studio looks, the artist that you have, and you also have to market that so hard on Instagram because, yeah, if you don't, you won't be seen.
You're trying to get tattooed?
Yeah, that would be great if I could get a little tattoo machine.
You want to get a little machine?
Yeah, with the traditional style, maybe with the JD inside of it. When I walked into this shop, I was blown away by the organization, the atmosphere, the energy. It was just so amazing. Oh my God. This is so beautiful. I'm so super impressed that I'm almost jealous. I want a tattoo shop just like this.
Thing is, she could have had a tattoo studio just like that if she had done this kind of thing beforehand. You know, take notice of what a tattoo studio could be. I guess she kind of thought, well, I have this money, I'm going to open my own business and just run with it, you know? And that's just, you're just setting yourself up for disaster basically with that. I'm glad that she actually got tattooed in that studio, so she got the full experience. Obviously we didn't see everything that was happening, but she would have seen the setup and how the tattoo artists act around clients and all of that. To me, that's really good and really educational for her, so I'm glad that that's a thing here, which is kind of cool, you know?
Hey!
Hey! Oh my God, I loved that shop.
Did you go in like I told you to? Did you? Nice.
I love it.
Got your initials in there for just Deadly, huh?
I did. I got a little gun.
Very
machine.
cool.
Oh no, she did not! She did not just call a tattoo machine a tattoo gun in front of a professional like that. And she did correct herself, I'll give her that. But the fact that she was like, I got myself a little tattoo gun machine. No, see, that just, to me, says everything that we need to know about this person, you know? I've only just noticed this while I'm editing this video, but this supposedly fresh, brand new tattoo isn't wrapped and it doesn't actually look new. You know, it's not like super irritated or anything like that, so that's kind of suspicious.
I want to congratulate each and every one of you on coming together and being a family.
Thank you.
You guys ready to see this place?
Ready.
Yeah.
You guys nervous?
Yes.
You worried that I made it a little Jersey Licious?
Yeah, they're going to change it.
Sammy, on 3, bro.
Come
1,
on, Jimmy.
2, 3.
That looked cool, what we saw. That looks so much better. Now that looks like a tattoo studio. Honestly, that looks like an LA tattoo studio. You know, I'm getting LA Ink kind of vibes, but a lot more gothic. That looks freaking amazing. I absolutely love the black and red color combination. Like, that's my favorite color combination of all time. Black and red is so gorgeous, and it just, oh, it looks so freaking good. And I love that they have neon signs at the front there that says tattoo. You know, if you see a neon sign that says tattoo, you instantly think tattoo studio. Well, I do anyway. So I hope the inside looks much better as well, because it did not look good. Oh, that's so cool.
Look at the waiting room.
It kind of looks like a strip club though. You know? They just need a pole. That looks cool as hell.
Hey, this is dope, dude.
Oh no, they kept the grey at the front with the pool tables. No.
You know, the reception area, when you walk them to the front, now we have a lounge area and they could hang out. They have a TV there. It's so rad. I'm so stoked about it.
Yeah, I like how they kind of just hid the fact that the front portion still has the pool tables and a load of clothes, and they didn't paint that area. It's still that like horrible dingy grey, so that doesn't look that great, to be honest. But again, they are on a time crunch. They probably don't want to spend too much money on a business that might fail at the end of all of this anyway, so I do understand. But I like how they tried to like brush past that, and we only saw the majority of like the red area, which does look really good.
1, 2, 3.
So is this the tattoo area?
I came inside and saw the interior of the shop. I've never seen a tattoo area that looked that nice before. It's neat and it's clean, and there's, most importantly, there's tons of space for everyone to work.
Is it just me, or does that just look really freaking tiny? It doesn't look like they've done much to expand the space at all. Like, this just doesn't make sense to me at all. Like, they have so much space in that, like, unit, and you're just gonna cram all the tattoo artists in the back there.
It was amazing.
I mean, it is an improvement, but how much of an improvement? I don't know.
I love the lighting and the feeling. Oh my God.
The only people in here are the artists and the people being tattooed.
It's perfect. Nobody's gonna bother us. Nobody's gonna bother me when I'm working.
Now that they're all standing there, it doesn't look as small, but I feel like if every tattoo artist was working on one specific day, let's say it's a really busy Saturday, I can imagine that area being so freaking crowded, especially if you add clients in there as well, you know? I don't know. It feels a bit compact.
You guys want to follow me into the back? Into the storage room?
Oh my God! Oh my God!
That's pretty cool.
Oh my God!
I mean, it's an improvement.
Yes! Oh my God! I'm so...
Guys, this is no longer a storage room. This is where you're gonna do all your drawing.
Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty cool. The only thing I have an issue with is like the red and the yellow. That's a bit of a weird combo. It kind of gives me like hot dog vibes, you know, and the flooring doesn't look that great either. I would have whacked down some wooden flooring personally, because it just makes like that kind of concrete floor. While it does look cool if you have a spot that looks kind of industrial, you know, has an industrial vibe, but they haven't gone for that. So to me, I would have put in some like hardwood floor. It's not my favorite room. I think my favorite is definitely the reception area. That's really cool.
To get your station set up, you got a half hour till we got a bunch of people here. We got to decorate. It doesn't look like a party out there, but we got to make it look like one.
Okay.
So I talked to Patty
That's
earlier,
the
and I
balloons.
told her to promote this as much as she can. The more people that see this, the more of a chance they have of getting new customers and making more money.
I'm just so excited to see what the look on their face when they see my shop. It's gonna be like so like amazing.
Wow, that's a lot of people.
I want to thank everybody for coming down to my reopening of my new tattoo shop. Come on.
It's cool that there's a lot of people there at the opening, whether there was like a flyer put out to say, hey, like TV production, come to this, you know, tattoo studio for the grand opening or whatever, come and get a free tattoo, I don't know. But it's good that there's loads of people there, and now loads of people are aware that the studio is open and it's had a refurb and it's, you know, gonna be a lot better.
Do this. Do this.
Patty and the Just Deadly staff are in really good shape now. They're a smart and talented crew.
Oh, you know what? Now that there's people in that tattoo station, it actually doesn't look too small. I mean, we don't get to see much of it, but they are a lot more spaced out than I thought they were going to be. I thought their tattoo artists were going to be super close together, but it doesn't look like they are. But then again, how many of them are tattooing? And, you know, like, Yeah.
In the 3 months since I worked with the shop, Just Deadly's tattoo artists are motivated and seeing more repeat customers than ever before. Samantha has increased the profitability of their piercing business by 150%. And behind the front desk 40 hours a week, Patty's revenue has grown 15% every month, and she's back in the black.
I love that. That's so good that this whole thing has actually improved this tattoo studio. I love that Joey has managed to turn around this tattoo studio and it's all working out for them. Let's see if it's still open though, because I want to know if it's still open. The Twitter page that has come up here, and that's obviously the exact same logo. They haven't tweeted anything since 2017. Let's see if their website works. Oh no, it's not a thing anymore. It's for sale. Does anyone want to buy it? $4,995. Dang, so they don't have a website anymore, but they could still be, you know, just using Instagram. A lot of tattoo artists do. Okay, no, never mind. Oh, wait a second, is it still open? So they got rid of the website, and then a day ago, I think it's still open. Oh, that's so good. And it seems to be doing okay. I wonder if there's any, like, pictures of what the studio looks like. Is it the same? I think it might. Is it? They've still got the red walls. There's still red walls. They seem to have changed. Have they moved location? They may have moved location, you know. Or they've had a paint job. Oh, I don't know. It's hard to tell. I mean, it looks pretty cool, to be honest with you. I think they may have moved. I'm pretty sure I've seen this tattoo before. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't know if the eyes are that good. I'm seeing a lot of artwork that I've 110% seen before. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm seeing a lot of copied artwork here. And they're still going, so that's maybe, is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I don't know. Piercings, Tony, so that's not the same person, is it? I don't think. There's a Tony here. Do you do piercings? Yeah. So I don't think it's the same person. No, okay. Ooh, that is interesting. So the piercer's gone for whatever reason. It doesn't say who it's owned by, so yeah, I've got a feeling like all the original people have gone. Interesting. It's all a bit of a mystery, to be honest with you. I feel like the business is still going, but whether the original people are there or not, I don't know. I've got a feeling that they may have moved location as well. Who knows? But at least I guess the business as a whole is still going. I don't know. Anyway, my darlings, I just want to say thank you so much for being here and joining me today. I had an absolute blast. I love this type of TV show and I honestly want to watch the rest of the episodes. So if you want to watch them too with me, then comment down below and I can react to the other ones. And if there is any other tattoo TV show that you would like me to react to, then do comment down below with the names of those as well. And until my next video, I hope you all stay safe and well. And until then, bye.